Hey guys, welcome back to the Stash Project. You're like, oh god, he's still on that phone. Oh, man. Make it stop. Okay, I will make it stop. Actually, I just wanted to do a little video today, just to throw some content up on the channel this morning, to let you guys know that there will indeed be a forthcoming Stash Report this weekend. As most everybody who knows, who's watched the last couple of videos, we have a new rig in. It finally showed up last night around 6 o'clock. It was on a UPS truck at 7:57 in the morning, and it took nearly 12 hours to get here, even though driving to the actual UPS place would only take me 12 minutes. So obviously we were one of the last things that was coming off instead of being the first thing that came off. Usually when I order stuff from Hobby Link Japan, and you know, that sort of is here or there depending on size of boxes and shipping costs. The Japan Post has raised its shipping costs, so actually FedEx is cheaper again. You know, the FedEx Express, which is like the actual legitimate letter carrier way Federal Express started way back when. We're always one of the first, if not the first stop. So when it gets put on the truck at 8 o'clock in the morning, usually by 9 it's here. FedEx Ground, which for anybody who really cares, is the old RPS. Remember roadway packaging systems. Yeah, they're different. They're a different building, obviously different drivers. The package delivery guys, like your UPS guys, the guys drive the little white trucks rather than the little brown trucks. Yeah, they're all employees, but the actual truck driving people that shuttle your stuff from place to place are independent contractor owner operators, which is sort of neither here nor there. But like I said, it's a whole different division and a whole different building, a whole different group of people, and apparently they route their packaging completely different than the Federal Express guys do. So, be that as it may, it arrived. We're going to pan around in a circle here, maybe. I don't want to go too fast and make anybody seasick. Hey, look, you're getting a view of my basement. Ah, there she is, right there. The new, I've heard some people pronounce this Asus, but that's right, that's Mexican, right? This is a new Asus G752, for anybody who really cares specifics. It is pretty much a high-end gaming computer, which is what you need to run a high-end video rendering program, such as the one you're looking at. I know, it's very cool, right? I'm videoing myself, but that camera back there, that's not actually live. It's just, I mean, it's live. It's showing you a legitimate live picture, but it's not actually recording anything. Because I was setting the webcam up to work with the new video editing software. I'm trying to do this with my phone for one last time without making it too shaky, and it's failing miserably. At any rate, what we're going to be doing here is next, as soon as I stop this, is going to be filming the Stash Report. I got to go download a whole bunch of files onto the new computer because all of the box art and packaging that we usually show you is saved on this phone. And I was going to actually do the Stash Report on this phone because by about 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon, I figured that the laptop wasn't going to actually show up on Friday. And, it would not come until Monday, or I'd have to go pick it up on Monday, and, I wanted to get the video out over the weekend because it would have, be 3 weeks since we've had an actual legitimate video on the channel. So we're going to film that next. I do want to say that, bear with the next few Stash Reports, the next few kit reviews, the next few whatevers that we put on the channel. This editing software is the full-on Big Mama Jamma version of what and I've noticed a few other people have suddenly started using for their phones, which is it's Power Director by Cyber something or other, and I can't remember what the name of the company is. It doesn't matter. If you go search Power Director, you'll find it. A bunch of us started using that all of a sudden here. I used it just because I wanted to be able to put, graphics on the screen on my phone, and the actual program that comes with your phone from Android is pretty minimal, let's face it. And you've all noticed that down in the bottom corner, right about here, there's been a Cyber Power, that's what it is, Cyber Power Director watermark, and I've noticed that up on Mr. Mini Dreams, and a couple other people here this week have started using that software too. And for your phone, it's a really great program. It's really, very light in the terms of content used. You can do stuff on your phone very quickly. I'm going to put this down so I can stop holding it. And, it's very great for that. It's probably one of the better editing softwares, and I tried a few before I settled on that. And I figured it would be good because, hey, I was going to be paying a 3-digit price for the full software on the new rig, so let's try out the light version on the phone. So that's what this is. What you just saw a second ago, that's the CyberLink. It's going to drive me crazy until I get the name right here. I'm going to drop this off the back here. It's CyberLink. There we go. CyberLink Power Director 15 is the newest version. If you don't have a new rig, if you don't have a new system, you're probably not going to be able to run it. No offense, it's just a really, really high-end stuff. You could do 360-degree 3D video with it, which is something I obviously don't need, but it comes with it. So, I mean, but that should give you an idea of what kind of oomph you need to run the program itself. And obviously this is designed to run like top-level high-end gaming in 1080 high def. It's actually got an HDMI cable slot, so you can plug this into your TV set and game that way. So it's I'm not trying to brag about the system. I'm just saying it's a really powerful system for being a laptop. It's probably one of the most powerful laptop systems you can actually purchase without custom building one. And in the $7,000 range for being a sub $2,000 system, let's put it that way, it's probably one of the best ones you can buy. And that was just because I wanted to run a good editing program and wait till you see what it can do, which is why I was saying be patient. What I was doing the videos with was Microsoft or Windows Movie Maker. And while, a lot of the stuff worked well in terms of, fading out music, fading in music, and running the graphics, and when we did it on the webcam that was integrated into the old Dell laptop, I could run a slideshow basically underneath of me. I can't do that with this program. It all has to be, stitched together in post-production. And so that's going to take a little while just for me to be able to sort of, I'm going to be talking about something and you're not going to actually be able to see me per se because the graphic will pop up on the screen like I did with a few things in the last couple of phone videos. But I sort of have to basically be able to talk about something without looking at it per se. I'm going to try a couple different things, so maybe I can in the background run the images, so I remind myself, because if I'm just looking at a piece of paper going, this kit has these things, and blah, 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 I'll start stumbling over words and stuff like that, and, it'll just not flow as smoothly as it used to. The obviously other option to that would be to inject the box art images on screen entirely and chop the video up and then do a voiceover on top of the box art, which might work, but it's one of those things where the audio quality is not going to be the same between the camera and the mic that we have here. So we're just going to try one thing, and if it works, it'll work. If not, we'll explore. This video editing software has a 444-page owner's manual, so it does many sparkly, wonderful things. I have to, of course, learn how to use it. So again, be patient with me in those videos as we learn the software. It's supposed to be very intuitive, and there's easy ways basically. You just without going into a full edit that you can just sort of slap a video together. And if it comes down to that, that's what we'll do for this video that's coming up here. But I really want to learn and play with it. I paid for it, so there will be no little watermark in a corner or anything else like that. And might as well get the most out of it that I possibly can. Which, of course, requires everybody else to step up their game, yes? Because really, other than maybe, Virgil, Dr. Cranky, and CT, and a handful of other people, not a lot of production quality to the videos, which is not a knock on anybody. I realize making the videos is sort of secondary to the thing, but, maybe, just, a little bit of production quality. I poke and just, of course. And I guess that's it. So what we're going to be doing, like I said, as soon as we shut this off, and it goes to uploading to YouTube, because I'm not going to send it through the Power Director for just this, we're going to film the stash report. Actually, we're going to go download all the pictures, and then we're going to film the stash report. And then we're going to, the first kit review we're going to do is going to be for the Meng Hummer H1, because I want to build that for the contest that's coming up here in November, and I want to do an out-of-the-box review of it before I start building it. and then, I have half the stuff in paint and everything's off the sprues and everything else like that. Then, of course, if you remember, we're going to do a out-of-the-box review of the new AMT 2016 Camaro SS, the new Tamiya, Honda/Tamiya NSX, and the Aoshima Lamborghini Huracan, because those 4 kits, the Meng, Aoshima, Tamiya, and round 2 will give you a good baseline. And then, of course, here, maybe if it, filming them, getting them done, and on YouTube and everything else may run late enough that we may actually be able to get the Revell Ford Bronco that's coming out here in October at the end of the month, and do a review of that as well. That will give you sort of a baseline look at what brand new full detail kits from all of the major manufacturers are going to look like. Hasegawa, they have that new tool, Suzuki Jimny, coming out at the end of the year. However, that's going to be a curbside. They've got the modification to that Honda N360, the first gen, but again, that's a curbside for the most part. It's got a little bit of an engine detail so that when you look behind the grill, it doesn't just go into oblivion. And then I'm trying to think of what other companies are really out there. Ebro, they've got their new foregone van, the new Citroen van, but that's a curbside, and so. Is it? Yeah, that's new tooling, and we'll take a look at it when it comes in. But it's not really like comparable if you're going on full detail everything. And then that's pretty much it. Really, I'm trying to think as on my feet here, because the Bronco is Revell's 4th quarter release. The Pagani and the Diablo GT will be Aoshima's 4th quarter releases, but the Huracan is current right now. The Camaro's current right now. The NSX is going to be the last new kit for the year as far as Tamiya goes. They have a couple of reissues. We'll talk about that in the video. Meng, obviously, they're not going to do another car kit probably for another year and a half or so. And so that's going to be like the most modern, up-to-date look at things, comparing side by side of what you get from a U.S. kit at $20-some-odd and what you get at, foreign kits for, somewhere in the neighborhood of $25 to $40. The only other new full detail foreign kits that are coming out would be the Renault Estafette, the van, because that should be out before Christmas. And then, of course, the Porsche 934R race cars and the AMG GT and McLaren 570S that are coming out of Revell of Germany. But again, those are also all end of the year, maybe into the beginning of next year, because by the time they ship over here, because you guys will remember, usually Revell of Germany kits end up being distributed in the United States about 45 days after they come out in Europe. So the Porsche race cars will probably be out before Christmas, but the 2 street cars, the McLaren and the Mercedes, probably will not be out until January here in the States. If you want one bad enough, you can probably order one through Hero Boy or something, some UK-based eBay seller, easy enough for me to say, if you want one before everyone else has one, kind of thing, and you're willing to pay the over the ocean freight to ship it. Yeah, I guess that's it. So we'll leave you there, and hopefully later today or tomorrow we'll have the stash report. Gotta try to record everything in like one big batch here. Get the kit review done, because I really need to get the H1 started as well, and then we'll go from there. So anyway, guys, appreciate your patience while we work through our technical issues. There's a whole fiasco getting the video editing program set up because it couldn't load a Visual Basic file from Microsoft, so I actually had to go in and download things from Microsoft directly and install them manually so that this would work. So far, I mean, everything installed the right way except those 2 files. And let's face it, I'm not as old as a lot of modelers, obviously, but I'm old enough to remember when nothing worked on Windows because everything was DOS-based, and downloading files from Windows to make your programs work was an everyday occurrence. So I always appreciate being able to fix my technical problems without having to consult tech support and or make phone calls. So that worked out well. Anyway, guys, babbled long enough. You get the gist. We'll see you guys on the other side.